Dennis, just beginning with you here, has oil put in a bottom?
Kelly, I think that it has. If you take a look at the term structure, the manner in which the front months trade relative to the back months, crude is no longer bidding for storage. It's actually coming out of storage. It's interesting that that's happening. It tells me that, as I like to say, informed money is moving away from a bearish position. I think you've probably seen the lows, but let's not get excited. There is so much crude that has been drilled for. There are so many wells that are out there that can be brought into production in the Permian, in the Marcellus, in the Bakken, that if you get to $45 a barrel, that's going to be probably as high as you're going to be able to make it. But is 34 probably a bottom? Yes, I do think 34 is probably seen the bottom. And this is from somebody who had been manifestly and overtly bearish of crude for a long period of time.
Well, Dennis, meet Brenda. Brenda, you think we are destined for another leg lower in oil, yes?
Yeah, at least in the long term. If you look at the fundamentals, on the demand side, we don't see any indication of demand picking up in China or any other major markets. And on the supply side, we're looking, in early 2016 for the return gradually of Iranian oil to the market. So barring any change in the fundamentals, we're going to see actually a dip down before oil starts picking up again. And let's just
could it go? Yeah.
Well, I don't know if there ever is really a thing. Well, how low, if there really is a bottom. In fact, even today, it's not really an historical low. If you look through 1985 to 2000, oil in today's dollars hovered between $25 to $40. So we're basically in sort of a normal for oil. Maybe what was the high prices, prior to 2014, maybe that was something that was a little extraordinary, such a high long period of oil price. But in the band of $20 to $40 is a normal.
What would you say to that, Dennis?
Well, I won't argue that badly. I just simply think that after having seen $115 a barrel a mere 2 years ago, having seen the production, the fall off in the number of drilling rigs that we have, I'm willing to bet that the worst has been seen. Is it possible we could go another $5 lower? Of course. But do I think that the risk reward from $5 lower and $10 higher is about parity? Yes. So I think that most importantly, I think the urge to be short of crude oil should be behind you. Does that mean one rushes out and becomes bullish of crude oil? No, that's a big difference. But I think the end of the bear market is upon us.
Before we let you go, what about gold, though? You've turned bullish there, haven't you?
Yeah, I think after